Touchdown, West Philly.
A chance for the Chargers, and they score!
In the front, Fuzzy again.
Daniel Intrieri, how we doing?
How we doing, Blake? Good to be here.
Good to be here. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling good, after a little podcast debut. And I'm starting to get more comfortable doing this on my own.
Yeah, 100%. And what's your channel? What you doing?
If you need to know, for all the viewers, it's the DND podcast. You can find me on Instagram at the.dnd podcast. I think there'll be like a thing up on the screen that'll show you.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it says it right there. So if you want to follow me on the Instagram, it's right there.
Check them out.
You can find clips. I'll post thumbnails of videos that are coming out of just like lives, and hopefully a YouTube channel coming soon. Maybe a Twitch channel coming soon for like big albums coming out soon. Like
it's a strictly a music podcast, right?
Music, but it's hosted by me and my brother Sal. We're kind of just gonna, talk whatever, just kind of talk about life and stuff like that.
Shoot it.
So yeah, just kind of shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So feel free if you guys want, check out the podcast, and hopefully we'll have some big things going on over there.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I heard a rumor on the street we got a show coming tomorrow night.
That's right. You can find me here on 321 Media, both on YouTube and Facebook, on Thursday nights, either at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I'll have the announcement by tomorrow at some point.
Looking forward to it.
I haven't announced it yet, but if you're here, this is the first you guys are hearing this. One of my two guests is yours truly, the host of Off the Bench, Blake Silverman himself.
I might have broke the news on accident.
No.
But,
that was me. It was all me. I did the big announcement.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it, man. But
we'll have a lot of fun with that.
Let's get into some ball.
Absolutely.
Obviously,
had a little intro to plug myself. Really
yeah. Had to introduce ourselves because usually I haven't gone live yet on my show. I've been on a Rude Awakening with Jacob Aruda on the other side of the desk here.
Over here in the big hot seat.
Over there in the hot seat. Obviously, Celtics fan, Thunder fan. They're playing right now. I wish we could get it streamed up and we could watch it together.
That would be awesome.
I think there might be some copyright issues if we did all that. Not sure.
Checking the score. It is 51-47 Thunder.
So it's a close game.
4 minutes to go in the second.
Yep. So it's probably going to be a back and forth game, right? No J-Dub for the Thunder and no Kristaps Porzingis for the Celtics.
I believe so. I could be.
No, I looked. He wasn't playing.
Tatum's active, though.
Yeah, Tatum's playing. Isaiah Hartenstein is not playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
So that's just more excuses for you?
No. We're both not healthy. But the first matchup when we were both healthy, Thunder took care of business.
No, Hartenstein's playing.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on the bench right now, but he's got 4 points.
He's coming off the bench.
Yeah, 4 points, a rebound, 3 assists.
He's off the bench.
He's off the bench.
He's off the bench. I didn't see him in the starting lineup, so I figured he wasn't playing. But
yeah, their leading scorer is Chet. He's got 12.
Chet, yeah.
12, 7, and 1. Shea has 11, 3, and 1. Lou Dort, 8, 2. And then
how about Mr. Aura?
I said Mr. Aura.
He's
got 11, 3, and 1.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then who's K. Williams?
Kenrich Williams.
Yeah, Kenrich Williams.
Solid bench piece for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals.
But whatever. We'll talk.
Let's talk about the Boston Celtics, on the other hand.
What's going on there?
We got Derek White as their leading scorer. 16, 3, 1, 1 steal, 2 blocks.
Yep.
This man is a beast. I love Derek White
Derek
with all
White,
my heart.
More important than Tatum.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Speaking of Mr. Player A, Mr. The Anomaly, Mr. I can go on and on. Jason Tatum with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Jaylen Brown, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Drew Holiday, 3 points, 1 assist, and Al Horford with 12, 4, 3,
What a
1
game for
steal,
Big Al.
1 block. Mr. 38 years old.
I just wanted to say before we continue anywhere else, I'm rocking the Jalen Williams jersey, fresh off the press. Big time player, rising star, future superstar. You know, first All Star this year.
And
Not
then,
playing tonight. We got this bum over here, and we got a comment.
I shouldn't have to say anything.
Let's check this comments real quick. Hi Blake from mom. What's up?
Say you love your mom.
I love my mom. I
there
do.
You go.
How we doing? Okay, let's get into some. I just wanted before we talk basketball because I know it's gonna be our big thing here. I know you're more of a basketball guy than a football guy, but I still felt like we needed to talk about the NFL free agency, especially as an Eagles fan. Some I wouldn't say questionable moves, but some big, not good moves for the Eagles. They lost 6 players, including Joshua Sweat. They traded C.J. Gardner-Johnson in a trade, and they also lost Milton Williams to the Patriots, who got paid. And we let a couple other guys go, like Kenneth Gainwell, who was our RB2. Who else did we lose? We lost Oren Burks, who was a linebacker 3, but he played great in the Super Bowl. We lost a good amount of guys, but that was as expected because we re-signed Zachary Bond, who's debatable, could have been Defensive Player of the Year right there. And who else did we re-sign? Oh, yeah, we extended Saquon, and then we have I forgot his first name, but Malachi Becton. I think it's Malachi. I forgot. I'm a casual, I guess. But
yeah, we can have someone in the comments fact check.
Yeah, Malachi Becton, I think is his first name, Malachi. I know it starts with an M, but 6'7", 300-pound lineman.
6'7".
On the right side. All right, on the right side of the line. Huge L for us, possibly losing him. That's another big free agent that we should re-sign if I'm Howie Roseman. But I hope we don't lose him. But re-signing Saquon to extending him to 4 years was huge because we pretty much have him locked up for the rest of his prime.
Yeah.
But one move I really didn't like was trading C.J. Gardner-Johnson because he's a leader. He's a crash out. But, teams need that.
How long was he there?
He was there.
Was it like 7 years, I think?
No. He was only there for 3.
3?
Two. He was there.
Why did I see somewhere it said like 7?
I don't know. But he was there. Then they lost the Super Bowl. He left to Detroit, came back this year, and they won. But it makes sense because next year they're going to have to pay their star defensive tackle or defensive lineman, Jalen Carter, who's going to get a record-breaking contract. So they're clearing up some cap space. But it's as expected. With a team this young, we're going to lose some guys. We're going to lose defensive players. But our best players, our core is young. So, we got Cooper DeJean, my GOAT.
I got that little song about him.
Yeah, Cooper DeJean, Jalen Carter, obviously, Nolan Smith, all our big dogs coming back. But, we took a couple L's. And
shout out Logan, bro. What's up, dude? How
What
we
do you
doing,
say?
buddy? He's shouting
at
us
least
out.
Coop's still with us. Yeah, at least Coop is still with us. I know Logan likes the jersey. Jalen Williams, most improved player of the year. If you know, you know. But anyways, with that being said, enough of that Eagles talk. We did add A.J. Dillon today, who's a good second back to have since we lost Kenneth Gainwell. And not to mention, he's from New London, actually.
Are they re-signing what's his face, Jalen Hurts?
They already paid him last year.
Ooh.
$50 million a year. Big contract.
That money's gonna go down the old crapper.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. But a couple moves from free agency just to go over. Justin Fields went to the Jets. Sam Darnold went to the Seahawks.
Big time moves.
DK Metcalf traded to the Steelers, which is huge for the Steelers. Devontae Adams signed with LA, and Puka Nacua changed his number to 12 out of respect for Devontae Adams.
Did you see the podcast clip? It was Puka and Amon-Ra. It was after he had signed with the Rams.
Yep.
And they were talking about like, oh, what are you gonna do about the number? Like, are you gonna give it to him or are you gonna like? And he was like, no, I'm not just gonna give it to him. And he was like, oh, what if he gives you like $2 million for you to change your number? And then I forgot what he said, but then he ended up changing his number. And
he gave it to him.
Yeah, and then Amon-Ra like commented, so we just lying now. So I thought that was kind of funny.
It happened pretty quick too. Like I swear, like an hour after he got signed, came out.
That's actually an interesting question, Logan.
Who will be Darnold's number one option? Jackson Smith and Jigba, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's still there.
He's an absolute beast.
Because they don't have Lockett, they don't have Metcalf.
Lockett left. Metcalf got traded. I think they're going to draft a couple guys, but that's a young team. I didn't like the Seahawks signing Sam Darnold, to be honest, Mr. Smarge, but I think he's very overrated. But Jackson Smith and Jigba is a beast, and I could tell you as someone who owned him in fantasy, he's legit.
He's legit because I had DK in fantasy.
Yeah, I also had DK
it
in my
was
other league.
a nightmare for me.
It was a nightmare. Yep, I can totally agree there. But then, before we move on, Aaron Rodgers likely to sign with the Steelers, but he's taking his time. Buddy, this is not 2017. You're washed.
Yeah. You can't just
go on your retreat. You're done.
You got to retire or you got to make a move now.
Make a decision.
Because the Steelers, who's their quarterback? They still have Russell Wilson.
They have no quarterback right now.
They don't have Wilson?
They said they will re-sign Russell Wilson as their second option if Rodgers doesn't want to come.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's
kind of a bad mentality to have. If I was Russell Wilson, I would want to be anywhere else other than Pittsburgh.
I would want to be wanted.
I would want to be out of there. I'd be like, I'm going to go to a team that wants me then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's literally just playing a rebound.
Yeah,
that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, I don't love that, but I also think if Rodgers Rodgers played terrible in the Jets. He tore his Achilles first 4 plays into the game the first year. But I do think if he goes to the Steelers with George Pickens and DK Metcalf, I think that team could make some noise. Their defense is great. They got a veteran coach and Mike Tomlin.
Think about the Jets season last year. They had Garrett Wilson, they had Devontae Adams, and look how they did. They did terrible.
But listen, the Jets piss poor compared to the Steelers.
Yeah.
As in terms of an organization, how it runs. The Steelers haven't won pretty much anything
but they're a well-run organization.
They're always competing. They're always
competing,
making the playoffs and whatnot. So I think Aaron Rodgers we could see some resurrection out of Aaron Rodgers. If
Pickens made some noise last year. I'm interested to see how Pickens, him and Metcalf are going to get along.
Two crash outs.
Exactly.
DK is a big body. He's a big body.
Who's going to wear 14?
They're going to have to fight it out.
They're going to have to fight that one out. Just duke it out.
They're gonna have to fight it out. That's the only option, I think.
Yeah.
And apparently Brett Favre actually said Rodgers could go to the Vikings. He should go to the Vikings. He said
that would be very much just like what he did.
Exactly what he did.
He'd be following the Brett Favre path.
But I don't hate that move for the Vikings because one, you have JJ McCarthy. I thought he sucked coming out of college. I didn't think he was that good. But apparently he had good combine reports, and he got hurt last year, and he looked good in the preseason before he got hurt. Whatever, but he's young. You put Rodgers in front of him, that's a nice mentor right there.
Yeah.
Plus, you have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
It's exactly how Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers was, because Favre was the mentor to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, pretty much. And Rodgers was a mentor to Jordan Love, and Jordan Love's not bad.
Yeah.
He turned out a little overrated, but he's not bad.
He's not bad. I'll give him his flowers.
Hopefully Johnny's not watching. He might get pissed.
No, if Johnny's watching, we got to give Jordan Love his flowers.
Jordan Love has a rocket arm, and he's very naturally talented.
I think he'll sprout into what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree. Ben Barbary. Yo.
He said move your camera.
All right. Let me
move it down.
Let me adjust it a little bit here.
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, but you can see that jersey more. Ugh.
Ben, shout out Ben for that. Because that was
good
huge.
shout, Ben.
Good shout.
He just learned what that meant.
Yeah, I don't know these frat kids these days. I don't know.
It's not a frat thing. I'm telling you, a lot of people be using that. Good shout, good comms.
But NFL, Joey, I think it was Joey Bosa. I get them mixed up, their first names, but one of the Bosa brothers signed with the Bills.
Yeah, it was Joey Bosa, and then Nick Bosa still with the 49ers, right? Yeah.
The Bills defense is going to be good, but
yeah,
I don't know, but we'll save the NFL talk for another time because free agency just started. Today was the new start of a new league year, but the Eagles are still champions.
For now.
For now, because we're going back to back. But let's get into some NBA, right? The Cleveland
We're getting in my realm here.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are now on a 15-game win streak for the second time this year. best record in the NBA, first in the East. Donovan Mitchell is balling. They're gelling. They're flowing good. Are they the favorites? Tell me, as a Celtics fan, non-biased away, are they the favorites or are the Celtics still the favorites?
I think the Celtics are still the favorites because you
Yep.
know what? It's a matter of experience. And while I think the Cavs do have experience because they were in the playoffs last year,
Yep.
they had I think they quite literally have the same team they did last year, if I'm not
Essentially, they added
mistaken.
DeAndre Hunter, maybe a couple bench pieces, but
Yeah.
the core five is the same.
Hit them with a flight reacts. The rest are nobodies. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
I
I think
they got
they-
some.
they-
They got some buckets.
They have a little bit of playoff experience, but I don't think it's nearly enough. And the Celtics are still the exact team they were last year. They lost Svi Mihailuk and O'Shea Brissett. I might go cry about that after this. But
I will say though,
when
Mobley.
you lose those guys and you add big pieces like how they did, who they had, Torrey Craig, that was that was huge.
Celtics got Torrey Craig.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen him out there. Has he been hurt?
I remember I went to his debut game when he first played. It was against the
recent.
Spurs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They got him from the Bulls.
I watched a couple Celtics games, but I haven't seen him out there. Maybe he's probably just been on and off out there.
He's been balling out. I gotta give it to him. He's a hustler guy. That's why he's a big hustler.
But dude, Mobley though is playing great this year.
Absolutely.
Their
Their front court is like dangerous.
I think that could be a problem for the Celtics, right? Because
Yeah.
with Porzingis out, who knows what's going to be when he's going to come back or how he's going to be. But that's besides the point. Even with him, I feel like they're still lacking at.
But I mean, they barely had him at all for the playoffs last year, and look what happened. They still won the whole thing.
I don't know. The Cavs are a different team this year. Last year,
Yeah.
they almost fell apart against the Magic. I think Donovan Mitchell's he's not. I wouldn't say he's a Celtics killer, but
Donovan Mitchell plays his best.
His attributes against the Celtics go up like
they're
5
inflated.
Each category.
Absolutely.
It's actually ridiculous.
I think if anyone were to give the Celtics a problem in the East, it's definitely only the Cavs. They're the only team I can see giving us an issue. Any other team, like the Pacers last year, I mean,
almost got close, but not really.
It got close, but we swept them, so it doesn't really matter. We played the Cavs last year, and we beat them in 5. We played, oh my God, who we played in the first round? Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank right now?
Heat? Did you sweep the Heat last year?
It might have been the Heat. It was either the Heat or the Sixers. We beat whoever in 5.
No, because the Sixers played the Knicks.
Yeah, so it was the Heat. We played the Heat, and we beat them in 5. Then we played the Cavs, beat them in 5. Then the Pacers, we swept them. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that was the conference finals. But I don't know. But yeah, I really don't see any other team besides the Cavs giving the Celtics trouble this offseason. I think as far as how it's looking now with the Cavs being the best team in the East and in the NBA in total, I think it's just because the Celtics, they're kind of playing whatever. They're still on their championship hangover. And I think once the playoffs come around, they'll lock in and be ready to go, and they'll get the job done again. And hopefully we go for banner number 19.
I mean, I would agree with some point, but I do think the Cavs are really polished this year. I honestly, up until probably January, February, I didn't think they were legit, but now I do think they're legit. I never thought I'd be saying a Donovan Mitchell led team would be almost favorites for the finals, but part of me,
chemistry, man.
I don't want to say they would. I would like to say they could beat the Celtics, but I don't know. But then the other part of me thinks if they get to the finals, I don't think they're gonna lose because if they go past Boston, how are they gonna? As a Thunder fan, how are they gonna lose to the Thunder or a team who hasn't won it? If you're beating a team who's won it and they pretty much have the same team, I would like to say we have a better team, but I don't know.
I say respectfully, whoever makes it out of the East is winning the finals.
You think?
I think so.
You think so?
Whether it's the Celtics or the Cavs, whether they play the Thunder or the Lakers, I think whoever comes out of that, it's going to be either the Celtics or the Cavs.
I think you always gotta watch out for the Milwaukee Bucks for one reason and one reason only.
Yeah,
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They got Giannis and they got Dame. Dame's making some noise too.
Yeah, he is. But you can't really trust Dame in the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's had a few bad years.
But Giannis, man, he's so dominant. But they took a tough L last night and on Sunday against the Cavs. So I mean, I don't really know.
There you go. That's a team that'll be. I think the Cavs will make definitely. They'll be in the conference finals. I think it'll be Celtics Cavs in the conference finals. And as far as that series goes, I say Celtics in 6, 7. And I'm not even trying to make a joke. I think I think it'll actually go to 6 or 7 games.
If the Cavs play the Celtics, I'm gonna predict Cavs in 7.
You just want to be against me, don't you?
Cavs in 7 or Celtics in 6.
Give me Lakers in 5. OKC, UFC,
Yeah, all right, buddy.
whatever.
All right, buddy.
Lakers in 5.
Tone it down. But speaking of the Lakers, LeBron, after Saturday night was a cinema through and through. Pretty much, you could tell in the second half that LeBron was hurt.
He like
I personally could tell.
that first half was like
ridiculous.
Was like watching the 2016 finals. It was just
that was
pure
greatness.
Basketball.
LeBron was on one too.
LeBron was on one. Luka was getting on one. Tatum was on one.
That was some of the best basketball I watched in a little bit.
That was entertaining basketball.
And I will say, if that somehow, some way, ends up the finals, I'm not mad. As a Thunder fan, I'm not mad.
I encourage that finals.
Lakers Celtics finals would feed families. I'd love to see LeBron play one more finals.
Yeah, especially that series. Like that'd be insane.
C2 Nice, yo,
What's up,
man?
C2 Nice?
What up, C2 Nice? How we doing?
Wish we knew your real name.
I think it's Colton, but I'm not sure.
It probably is.
I would assume it's Colton.
It's probably Colton. If that's the case,
I didn't see
what's up, bro?
Ben's comment. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it is Colton.
Yeah. All right.
He goes, "Yeah, I'm the man. Goodbye." Ha ha ha.
Ben's the man.
Right,
he
Ben.
is the man.
Right,
Gotta
Ben.
give it to him.
Ben is the man. But yeah, I mean, this injury LeBron's got.
It's 1 to 2 weeks. It's his groin. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but it is the injury he had a couple years ago where he was out for a longer period of time. So if
he says he feels fine and that he'll return like super quick.
I just hope as a LeBron fan, I hope it's not something that lingers because LeBron, I feel like if it wasn't for Shane Jokic, I feel like LeBron could be the MVP right now. And maybe Jason Tatum. Yeah, I forgot about Tatum. But LeBron, he's top 5 in the MVP race right now at 40 years old. 40 years old.
Nah, that's impressive still. That's why, everyone's going to be.
Colin with the comment of the year. If I was on the Thunder, I would be number 9, Blake. Yes, you would, Colin. That's your favorite number, and you'd probably be the starting center because you tall, you a big boy. All right? But yeah, shout out Colin. But yeah, the Lakers, they lost a tough one the other night against Brooklyn. So
they lost that game?
Yeah, they lost by 1 point.
Jeez.
I can't believe
that must have been a tough watch for me.
I gotta check the score before we move on a little bit. As the Thunder,
I have it pulled up. Nice. It is 63-60.
OKC up at half without Jalen Williams. May I add, without our second best player. May I add. But this game does not mean anything. Win or lose for the Thunder, win or lose for the Celtics.
I mean, with how close this game is, I hope it's some cinema.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And unfortunately, we're missing it. But I think if this were the finals, this would be a very, very interesting one. And I think it would be like a 7-game series.
Oh, yeah, I would agree. I would agree. 6-7.
6-7. You know what I mean?
Colin says, how are both of your nights going? My night's going pretty good. I got a nice lift in with Daniel Intrieri himself.
That's right.
Making my comeback after my tricep injury I've been dealing with and my hamstring injury that Daniel witnessed.
That was pretty unfortunate. I had to roll you out there.
You blow my mind.
That's right.
I wish we could play that song right now.
Outstanding.
I'm outstanding. So Daniel Intrieri is also outstanding, a.k.a. we're both washed.
We're both washed.
We got to hang it up.
We are Celtic Shaq and Thunder Gordon Hayward.
Yep. That's pretty much describes it. I'm 19 years old and my body feels like it's 55.
It's unfortunate.
And Andrew Abamani with a comment. I'm not sure what that is.
I know exactly what that is.
What is it?
Spoke. He knows.
I do not know what that is, but
it's all right.
Andrew Abamani, how are we doing?
To answer your question, my night's been going great. I got to lift with a cutie patootie like Blake Silverman here.
Yeah.
I am also recovering. Unfortunately, I had norovirus like it was like
3 weeks ago.
It was about 3 weeks ago, and it put me down 10 pounds. So
That's a
it's
tough
been a
one to come
lot
back
to
from.
try and get myself back into, but I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully, I get back to my weight that I was before I was doing all the puking and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was at 155 at a point, and then now I'm at like 150. So I
You're
got
getting back there.
I got some pounds back. I got some
You're
weight
getting
back,
back
but
there. Yeah,
you know.
we do not wish that on anybody here.
We'll be back.
But yeah, I mean, I've missed 4 days myself, and I feel like I'm behind the 8 ball. So I could not imagine how you feel. Brady Smith,
Shout out Brady Dint DI11.
Dint 11. Colin, we got some chatter here in the chat.
Love to see it.
Intrieri.
Love to see some activity.
But I want to stop right here for one moment, and I would like to do a little segment I would like to call Player A or Player B. This segment, I pick 2 players, and I say their stats without saying the name, and Daniel Intrieri over here is going to decide who is better, Player A or Player B. This one right here could be current, could be past. I'm not making it obvious because if I made it obvious, obviously there's a couple people we might be thinking about. So
Are you sure about that?
This one right here is a curveball.
All right.
And it's no bias on either side.
Okay.
So I would need you to answer.
All right. Can I ask before we start? Do we have any Celtics and or Thunder players?
I just said no bias.
So it's neither.
Neither.
All right. So this will be interesting. I'm going in unbiased then.
No unbiased here.
Wow, he's got 2 pages of notes, guys.
So I wrote this down. So all right, we have player. This could be all time, right?
Look at Brady. Look at what he said. Don't you love to see that?
Shay's okay.
See?
No.
Read it. Read it.
Shay's so overrated in quotes. You know what, Brady?
Yeah.
No.
He couldn't be any more right.
Let me just let's bring up something we could hide that. Yeah, let's bring this up right here. There we go.
Just a plug.
Yeah, there we go. Well, we rather plug than hear this.
You just plugged yourself.
We rather hear this than Celtics.
Celtics info.
More,
That's all I love to
more
see.
mental illness.
And he's a free throw merchant.
Okay.
Who do you see in the All-Star break
Oh, my
shooting
gosh.
free throws? There was nobody else.
He got fouled. He got fouled. More mental illness going on. We're gonna ignore that. But all right, Daniel.
Hit me with player A.
Player A. I don't know. This is a tough one. I was looking at it. And I'm like, holy.
You have it written down like who it is right now?
Yes, I know. Who
Okay.
it is. Player A. 27.2 points per game, 8.9 rebounds per game, 5.8 assists per game, 1.1 steals per game, 0.5 blocks per game.
Is there like a piece of paper I can like write this down?
Yeah.
Wait, no. I have my laptop. Even though I don't have Wi-Fi, I have
All right.
notes.
I'm gonna kick it from the top.
Hold on. All right, you're good.
All right.
27.
All right, I'm gonna just restart.
Yep.
Player A, 27.2 points per game.
0.2 points per game.
Yep. 8.9 rebounds per game. 5.8 assists per game.
5.8. Wait, I'm sorry. 5.8 rebounds per game.
No, 8.9 rebounds per game.
8.9. Oh, okay. Take it easy.
5.8 assists per game.
5.8 assists per game.
Yep. And then 1.1 steals per game.
1.1 steals.
Yep. And then 0.5 blocks per game.
You really had to add that?
Yes. With a 45% field goal percentage, a 35.5 3-point field goal percentage, and a 36.5 minute per game.
There was too many at once, so I'm not going to write it. I'm not going to write the percentages. I have everything else, though.
Okay.
I have 27.2 points per game.
Well, I would say the percentages matters, but do you
Nah, it's all right.
Okay. So player A, 45 field goal percentage, 35.5 3-point percentage, 36.5 minutes a game. Okay. Player B, 32.7 points per game.
I already know where you're going with this.
I told you, no bias here.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I am not lying. 5 point. This is historical players. Actually, that's another hint. It's not current.
So they're not current.
Nope, not current. 5.1 rebounds per game.
5.1 rebounds per game.
6.2 assists per game.
6.2 assists
Per game.
per game.
1.8 steals per game.
1.8 steals.
1.1 blocks per game.
Okay.
With a 52.5 field goal percentage and a 37.3 3-point percentage with 34 minutes per game. Who is the better player? I want to hear this. This is
kind of tough.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Because while player A has less points, he has more rebounds.
More rebounds.
And
less assists. See,
barely less assists.
The thing that's getting me here, though, is the field goal percentages here. Player B is more efficient than player A, even though player A technically puts up more PRA. It's a tough one.
It's tough. I don't know. I guess I'll say.
I can't wait to reveal who this is. It's not current. It's not current. No bias. Not current.
I think it depends on the situation.
Okay, but looking on paper.
On paper,
who would you
player B has statistically better numbers, and
player
I know
B,
it's Shea. I know
player
it's Shea
A,
is
Jason
Tatum. Because, like I said,
we got
what
him.
you're saying,
ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Oh shit.
One guy. When you have Tatum in the Celtics, Tatum is putting up these numbers, but look at Jaylen Brown's numbers compared to Jalen Williams' numbers. Jaylen Brown probably most likely has better numbers.
No, because those were the two I was gonna do before this, and it's close. I would say Jaylen Brown has like 2 more points average per game and like 1 more assist, 1 more rebounds, and their efficiency is.
But who's their third best guy? And then look at the Celtics. They have like Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Kristaps, Drew Holiday. You have all these guys that are putting up big time numbers. If they didn't have that, look at Tatum's numbers like probably 2-3 years ago when they didn't have as big of a team, but even then they still kind of did. Like if Tatum was where Shea is and if Shea was where Tatum is, it'd be 2 totally different ball games. And I think Tatum would flourish with the Thunder, and I think Shea would just be
flourish with the Celtics.
Not really. I still think he'd be their number 1 guy, maybe with Jaylen Brown being there. But I think
Jaylen Brown's their number 1 guy for the Celtics. I really do.
No.
I think when they need the game to be won,
Tatum got robbed in the finals, and I think yes, Jaylen Brown did do better in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Kemba Walker is better than Shea.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
Buddy. I'm not gonna say
I just gotta read these. What are these comments? I'm seeing Waffle Cabin.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on in the comments here.
Shea's so overrated. That's facts. Celtics in 4. That's facts. Free throw merchant. Facts. Foul merchant. Yes. Waffle Cabin. Absolutely. Waffle Cabin sweatshirt. It was just a long sleeve tee. I still have it. Waffle Cabin. Solo. OG Spider-Man. That's me. Waffle Cabin. God bless. Waffle Cabin. Foul merchant. Yeah. It's a lot of brain rot. OG.
Quick
OD free throw merchant.
Quick score update. The Thunder up by 9 points.
How much time left in the third?
7 left in the third. So
OG.
just started.
OG pick 7. Sopranos. OG Dart. I can't.
We got a like on Facebook. Thank you for the like.
Dinky.
But Dan, I would like to say though, this brings up my point. A lot of look at Tatum's up to 22. Brown not having a good game, but this brings up my point here as why the Cavs might be a problem for the Celtics. Chet Holmgren, 21 and 11, with 7 left in the third quarter. I think down low, I know they don't got Porzingis going right now.
Yeah.
And I think Al Horford's a dog. He's a dog. But
dude, he should not be performing as good as he is.
I think Al Horford's more important than Kristaps.
That's not a ridiculous shout.
It's not ridiculous to say that.
He's been around. And
I really believe that he's a better defender.
He's more reliable.
He's more reliable.
He's way more reliable.
And I think he's got more heart. Can't teach heart.
Yes, I think. Well, Kristaps has heart. If you think about it, like
He's
he
got heart.
loves the city of Boston. The
No,
only
definitely.
issue is his injuries. If
Did
he
you-
wasn't so injury prone, I think he'd be insane.
Did you talk to him? Did he tell you he
Yeah.
loves the city of Boston?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Shout out, ask Jabuda. We talked to him.
Yeah.
We were like, "Yo, Kristaps." He looked at us, shouted us out.
Intrieri.
It's my boy. See, yeah. It's my
But
boy.
another thing I would like to bring up, since we're on the topic of the East, do you think the Pistons can make some noise, or do you think they're just a regular season team? Because last year they were piss poor, and
You know why?
This year all of a sudden they're going on win streaks, 16 I think right now, 5 maybe.
Call me crazy. I think it's literally because of their coaching. They got JB Bickerstaff from the Cavs.
He's a good coach.
He's a great coach, and I think he is like a big factor for like half of the Pistons' success.
Him getting fired was weird.
That was weird because they did so well.
I didn't think it was his fault. I thought it was
yeah,
the
and
play.
it's not like it hurt the Cavs at all because look at them now.
Yeah, who is their coach? I forgot who the coach is.
I think it's a young guy. I don't know.
This is gonna drive me crazy. Siri, who is the Cleveland Cavaliers coach?
Who is it?
Kenny Atkinson.
I've
who it
heard
is.
that name.
Yep, he's a good coach. I know who that is. I think he was with the Warriors staff at one point,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had to have been because I know that name.
or the Kings, maybe both. I'm not sure.
But I like the Pistons how they're doing right now. I think they're doing a really good job. I think Cade Cunningham is starting to
He's the best. He's the best guard in the East.
He's understanding his role and he's been taking over.
Yep,
And it's
I
been
agree.
insane. I love it.
He's so good. If anyone out there is betting, Cade Cunningham points, rebounds, and assists it's up high every night. Just what I noticed. I saw a TikTok on that earlier. That's why I had to mention it because he's been playing unreal.
We got to get you to quit. You and Johnny. You guys are two issues. Two underlying issues.
You're funny. But no, I saw that on TikTok before I came here, and I was like, oh, that is interesting. I was looking at his stats. This dude balls out. He puts up double doubles, triple doubles. He's a baller.
I mean, he's their number one guy. And that's like
To be fair,
he's like a pure number one guy too,
he's-
because
he's-
who's really their number two?
Duran? No, not Duran.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, they're more just Cade and then the guys. Cade and the guys. Like,
yeah,
they're really not like a. They don't really have like a number two. They don't have a Jalen Williams. They don't have a Jalen Brown.
yeah. There's it's
Cade
not
is good.
a
He's
super
good.
team by any means.
Cade is great. I think he's the best guard in the East right now, to be honest.
All right, let's stop
Out-
blazing Cade Cunningham.
No, point guard, not guard.
No,
Who's a better point guard, in your opinion?
I don't know. I would have to look into that. I don't know. It's not a ridiculous shout though.
It's not
I don't hate it.
Shout,
You love that.
Mr.
It's not ridiculous to say that.
I wish we could throw that clip on the screen right now.
I know, right?
It's not
I
ridiculous.
have it saved on the phone, but that's about it.
Buddy, I think you have as your wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's just ready to go.
I always got my clips ready on the fly, ready to go.
And all right, well, MVP. Who's your MVP? Is it still? I think I remember you saying Shea, even though you're not fond of Shea. Is it still Shea for you?
I think with how the current situation is, I think as far as realistic, I think realistically it's going to go to Shea.
Unless something crazy happens, I think it should go to Shea.
Yeah, I think it'll go to Shea.
With that being said, I think Jokic is still the number one player in the NBA. And I think
Jokic
Shea
is
right
still
behind him, but
going to make himself a good case to be, MVP, but
that
I
30, he had 31, 22, and 21. Never been done before. The only players in NBA history with 20, 20, and 20, Wilt Chamberlain, Russell Westbrook, and Nikola Jokic.
I just got a notification. Jason Tatum is hot. 8 straight for the Celtics.
Okay, it's Celtics buzzing back.
They are but they're still down 10 with
Uh-oh.
6 minutes to go in the third.
So the Thunder must have been on a run.
They must have went on a run, and now the Celtics going on a
Shea
little
up
bit of a
to
run.
26, Tatum up to 26. The boys are
Connor!
battling.
What's up, dude?
Connor,
Love to see you tuning in.
how we doing, boy?
Listen, when you come visit this weekend, if you're staying for next Thursday, you can make a little pop in. You could stop in, come to the studio, join Blake and my other special guest.
Slide
which
through.
You'll see who that is
D&D
tomorrow
podcast.
on the D&D.
Yeah, some crazy stuff, man. Living and thriving.
Living and thriving. I think but I think Shea's gonna get the MVP.
Yeah,
Um,
I try not to be biased because, like I said, I do think Jokic is still the best player. You put Jokic on the Thunder, I think they're just as good, maybe better. And I don't know. I mean, Jokic and J Dub would be crazy.
Jokic and J Dub.
I said if Jokic was on the Thunder.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the Thunder are just so well built around Shea, where it's like we don't have so much. We got J Dub, we got Chet. We don't have so much star power, but everything just fits. Everything just flows.
And
good.
that's what makes a successful team, because the Celtics are like that too.
I
Think about it, like they have like all these good guys, but it's because of the system that they're in, and
Yeah.
the coach and the GM, like that made all the things happen, like put all the pieces together.
Derek White wasn't a nobody, but he was pretty much he wasn't what he is.
He
now.
wasn't who he is now.
And
Like when he was with the Spurs, he was nothing.
Pritchard was a nobody.
Pritchard was a nobody till he got minutes. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
true.
all
That's
a
a little
matter of
different.
like if
case scenario.
I personally think if Pritchard was like the starting point guard for, I don't know, just throw a team out there like the Kings,
I think
they'd be way better.
I think he wouldn't be as good if he was somewhere
Pritchard?
else.
No, I think he'd be averaging like 20 something a night.
You think? I just think he fits so well with the Celtics and like the system. I think if he went somewhere else, he wouldn't be as good.
Which I'm so glad that they didn't trade him a couple of years ago, because
He's definitely important
they were gonna.
because he went from like kind of like, oh yeah, let's bring in the little white guy in to, oh, this guy can actually impact the team. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to put him down, but a couple of years ago he really was like, all right, he's like, the Celtics would cheer him on to get him in when the game's a blowout because he reminds them of us. He's like short guy, and
Yeah.
like, oh, get the little guy in.
But he's a dog.
But
And
now
he works
he's
hard, man.
He's a dog. He put up 40 something last week with
I
Derek
think
White.
it was 40 or 41 because it was one or the other. Derek
40.
White had 40.
No,
and
Derek White had
Pritchard-
43, and I think Pritchard had 41, or it was vice versa. But
No, because they combined, I think, for 83.
84.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Either
then-
way. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, yeah. But Pritchard, I mean, I think he's honestly doing better than Drew Holiday this year.
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
Drew Holiday is not having a great year offensively.
Yeah.
He's not.
I mean, he knows
always
how
a
to
defensive.
impact.
He's always a defensive presence. So.
Yeah.
But he plays championship basketball.
But like at the same time,
They paid him big though.
yeah, like I don't think he was worth all that money, to be honest. I love Drew Holiday though. Don't get me wrong, I love him. But we have like Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Jason Tatum, who've all flourished defensively.
I would say Drew Holiday's best days are behind him.
Unfortunately,
His best days were with the Bucks, and I think
even last year.
last year
he
he
was
last year was his first year with the Celtics.
he went
I think,
crazy.
right?
Yeah, it was his first year. Him and KP.
Yeah, I think that Bucks year where if it wasn't for Giannis, he would have won Finals MVP. He played ridiculous. Defensively, he was just a menace, and I think debatable Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. Probably won't get in.
I think I think he can. He has a decent case. He's got a good resume.
He's a very good resume.
2-time NBA champ.
He's gold medalist.
Yeah, because he
gold
was
medalist?
with the team last year, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if he gets in, it won't be first ballot, obviously, but
Yeah, but he definitely has a good argument to make the Hall of Fame for sure.
I agree.
Like Tatum,
Yeah.
I could talk about him all night, man.
Oh
He's
my
just
gosh.
making me smile just thinking about it, man. Yeah. I could talk about Tatum, man. All the hate that he gets that he doesn't deserve.
He seems like a nice guy, but I saw something that really made sense on why he gets so much hate. He's a great player. He's amazing, but he doesn't do anything that no one else does. Everything he does can be done by someone else. He's a good player. He's a top 5, top 10 player, but there's nothing uniquely that he does. Like Jokic, center, one of the best passers ever. LeBron, insanely athletic, 40 years old, doing what he does. Shea, one of the best
Free throws.
No.
Yeah, one of the best free throw shooters in the
one
game.
of the best mid-range scorers we've seen in a long time. Jason Tatum, he's good at everything, but there's not one thing where he's like, different from other stars. You know what I mean? And it makes sense why that's why he gets hate.
He shouldn't get hate for that though.
Or-
Everyone hates him.
I just think he's just got no aura. You know what I mean? Like you got to be
Yeah.
like Mr. Two sometimes.
But like Jokic doesn't have aura. He's like, oh, I want to be in Beretta, go home and play with horses. Like,
I think Jokic kind of has aura at this point though.
I don't think so.
He's just so good.
I think
he's
I mean,
he's
he
almost
gives
a top
that
10
like
player.
nonchalant, I don't want to be here, like kind of vibe. But like,
Nah, can we talk about that? Speaking of that, Joe Mazzulla, the act needs to go. It's not
No.
funny anymore.
I
It's not
love
funny
Joe
anymore.
Mazzulla.
Oh yeah, like that's my brother. Oh, what about him? He's on the other team. Blah, blah, blah. Like, dude,
I love him.
shut up. It's not.
Dude, I
He's
love
trying
Joe
way
Mazzulla.
too hard to be funny. He tries way too hard to be funny.
Nah, man, he's the best,
But
and he's successful. Look at what Joe Mazzulla has done.
I will say, 2 years ago though, he was, in my opinion, he was on the hot seat before they won. Jose,
Jose's
my-
listening at work.
oh, shout out Jose, listening
Shout
at
out,
work.
dude.
My boy, you know what would OGP do without you, my guy? Well,
Hey, man, he's just listening
Your
to us
shift
glaze our
power-
favorite players
your shift powered by your two favorite Glazers, Daniel Intrieri and Blake Silverman.
at the.dnd podcast and at off the bench
At off the-
OTB.
at off the bench OTB on Twitter. Actually, Twitter is OTB off the bench. Instagram is.
I
Off
didn't even
the
know you
Bench.
had a Twitter.
I do have a Twitter. I have a main Twitter that I have a couple hundred followers on.
I heard someone beep. It's just I had to hit the.
I do not. That Twitter will not be disclosed, but my
I don't even think I have it.
no, Twitter is a good place, or it's not a good place.
It's
it's
a
a
good
bad
place.
place, but it's funny, and it's one of the. It's better than Instagram or a little Tic Tac, whatever you want to call it.
Don't even like you don't go on TikTok all the time.
Nah, I'm messing around.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta make a TikTok account
Yeah,
for
me,
like my clips.
me too. As soon as I drop my first clip on Instagram Reels, my TikTok will be made. Everyone, be on the lookout. And tomorrow night, obviously we've talked. Dan's doing a show, but Friday night it's not going to be live, but pre-recorded. I am doing a show with a couple of gentlemen, Braden Champlin, Dean Pont, and Logan Smarridge, and that will be posted at the beginning of next week if everything goes as planned. So be on the lookout for that.
I think what you do before you post that episode, you make all the accounts. You make your clips count
Oh,
on
don't worry.
Instagram,
It-
TikTok,
it'll be
Twitter.
It will be out.
You post all that.
We got 8 viewers right now. We
Hey, God
we
bless.
popping. Mama, you ain't
Oh,
gotta
hey,
work.
you.
Mama, you ain't gotta work no more. Oh shit, we're down the floor real fast.
Oh man, they heard us.
This
man.
is electric, boys.
Shout out
Hell
Ryder. How you
yeah,
doing, bro?
Shout out Ryder. You know, this is what we like to see. It's live right now, but it's gonna be on. It's gonna be up. Our channels are my channel's up. His channel's gonna be up soon.
I'll hopefully get a channel.
Our stream class is gonna be there. You can watch anytime, man. You can watch anytime.
Ryder, unfortunately, we're not talking about the Raptors today. They are bottom of the barrel as far as the league, unfortunately, because
They
I know
are.
they were top dogs in 2019.
But if anyone has any questions or takes, drop them.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. You know what? You know what, Jose? If it means LeBron gets another ring, let it be. Let the Thunder get their ass kicked. If it means LeBron or Westbrook gets a ring, that's what I gotta say.
I mean, if Westbrook's going to the Celtics, then yeah.
I really don't think the Celtics are gonna get it done again this year. I just think the way the NBA has been the last 6-7 years.
Is it 6-7?
Oh my gosh.
We just keep reverting back to it, man.
Nah, but for real though, the way the Celtics have been, or the NBA has been, there really hasn't been since like the Warriors days. There hasn't been a repeat winner. I don't think.
5-point game, by the way, for the Celtics Thunder. 84-79.
It's a good game.
2 minutes left in the third.
Am I wrong though? Like there hasn't been a repeat winner in the NBA in a long time. Since the Warriors.
I think the Warriors were the last team to do it.
So I think it could continue. It could not. Celtics could break that.
If that were the case and the Celtics were to be the next back-to-back team, that would cement them as like one of the best teams of all time. Because think about the current state. Yeah, laugh it up, buddy.
Nah, I'm joking.
Think about the current state of the NBA and like how teams are constantly having a new winner every year. If we have like a solid team that goes back to back with a league that is the way it is, where there's a new winner every year, it really means something that they're that dominant.
Yeah.
Not even trying to glaze because it's my favorite team.
I would say more if that happened, more to the bottom of the top 10 all time. rather than closer to the top 5.
Mm,
You got all those Bulls teams. I would say one of those Cavs teams with LeBron, one of the Miami teams with LeBron. You got
the
the
Warriors
War,
teams.
probably all the 20
2015,
2015,
2016.
26 that one year 2015, 2016 plus the Durant. So I would say the Celtics maybe a little
Yeah.
outside of there. One of the Spurs teams, one of the Spurs teams in there.
I'm trying to think of
The
like, finals
Lakers
winners.
teams with with Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's all they really had. Like Robert Horry. Oh, I'm so scared.
Robert Horry.
Derek White's locking him up.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday's locking him up. Jaylen Brown's locking him up.
You know who's
Jason Tatum's
You know who's
locking
locking all of them up? Jalen J-Dub Williams.
him up. Crazy. That's a crazy take.
Dude,
No.
Tatum
or
or
Brown? Tatum.
Give me Brown. Respectfully, bro.
You just want you want to go against the grain so bad. You
If-
really do.
who's got a Finals MVP?
Like I said, it should have went to Tatum.
Realistically, though,
Jaylen Brown, absolutely, and he completely deserved his Eastern Conference Finals MVP. But I think the Finals MVP, I will never forget when I first heard Jaylen Brown's name. I was like, wait, what? I was shocked. I was like, that should have went to Tatum.
I wasn't.
He had himself a series, dude.
I think Jaylen Brown on both ends was better.
Yeah, but it was still a toss-up. The Finals MVP was still a toss-up, but I think it was
definitely a
definitely more in Tatum's favor.
You see, though, with players like, with the greatest players ever, those Finals MVPs aren't toss-ups. It's known who's gonna win.
All right,
So Tatum isn't Tatum Brown,
2015,
Tatum Brown, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, Thunder in full.
2015 Finals MVP.
The Warriors, with Iguodala. Yeah,
Who was the best player on that team?
Iguodala, right?
You sound like Max Kellerman, man. It was Steph Curry.
Yeah, Curry, crazy.
He didn't get one until 2022.
Curry only has one Finals MVP.
He only has one
and
Finals
I don't
MVP.
think that's talked about enough.
And we're gonna shoot down Jason Tatum.
Now, we could shoot down
Okay.
Curry too. I think if Jaylen Brown had a better
I think Steph
handle
Curry.
than an elementary schooler, he would be a top 5 player in the league right now.
Yeah.
But still, give me Jaylen Brown. Just what he does on both ends. It's
No.
just-
He's not doing it like Tatum. But speaking of Curry, I think Curry has an excellent case. And if he continues to play like how he has been in the last few games, how he has been, where he's been going crazy, if he keeps this up, I think he can cement himself as the best point guard of all time.
Who was it? Sorry, it was
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. I mean, I feel like that's kind of already there.
It's between him and Magic.
I don't know. I mean, Curry's not really a point guard though. That's like he's a point guard, but he's not a point guard. Like,
I think
Magic's
he
a
started
pure point
off
guard.
definitely. He started off his career as a point guard.
We forget though that Magic won a Finals MVP as a center his rookie year. Or did he win Finals? I think he did win Finals MVP. He won the ring as a center his rookie year.
That is a little crazy.
Curry not doing all that, but I don't know. I think when we go peak for peak here, there's only one man at the point guard position that we're gonna take, and it is not Irvin Magic Johnson or Steph Curry.
It's not Shea Gilgeous-Alexander either.
It's not Shea Gilgeous.
It's not Jalen Williams either.
It is Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple Double.
That's not a bad take. I mean,
I'm trolling, but if we're going peak for peak, Russell Westbrook probably has a top 5 peak ever.
triple double, Mr. Triple Double.
Just what he could do, averaging 10 rebounds as a 6'3" point guard.
Do you think?
Come on.
Do you think, Snags? Do you glazing? I'll sit back and listen.
All right, hold on.
I'll enjoy
Let
this.
Let me. Yeah, we'll bring you back in here.
I guess.
But nah, Westbrook, I think people are starting to respect him again because he got shit on so much, and everyone was like, all right, this is again.
Yo, he said he can't hear nothing.
Fix the podcast, can't hear nothing.
Check the sound thing.
I could hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hello, hello, hello.
Comment. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Yeah, he's got to be trolling. He's got to be trolling.
He's got to be trolling.
That's why he just texted me thunder ass 1 minute ago. Yo, you think you funny, bro?
Someone said something. Hold on. Oh, okay.
I
We
can't
already
hear.
run back.
Yeah. Jose
was just trolling.
We're gonna kick you from the stream here. Yeah. You
Yeah,
funny.
now he's okay.
I was gonna say. I mean, we getting comments left and right. If anyone's got any takes, drop them below. I mean, we're almost an hour in, and we got a little bit. We got a little bit of time here.
Do you have anything else like written down that you want to talk about?
We covered a lot.
Because I feel like we can kind of go a little off the rails.
Yeah, we can go off the rails here. I mean, this has gone by quick.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
We're
We're not talking about that.
Can I delete this comment, please?
Delete the comment. Delete the comment.
Yeah, we're gonna delete that comment. We don't want that negativity here right now.
We don't want that type of energy.
But nah.
Negative's an understatement.
What do you think about Ja Morant? What do you think about
Ja Morant? I think he's definitely something.
He's something.
He's something. But like,
I think he's taking a little step back.
He has. Unfortunately, he has. And like, I think now he's starting to understand his role a little because the Grizzlies are like, what, third or fourth in the West right now?
Fourth. Yeah.
They're like fourth.
They're so weak.
They are.
Give me late. No, they're probably fourth, I think. Fourth or fifth.
They're fourth, I think. Last I checked, I think they were fourth.
Oh, my gosh. This brings me on to my next topic. I don't mean to change. This was one of the topics I had. Can anyone besides the Thunder, the Nuggets, or the Lakers get out of the West? And if so, who? Or is it
Thunders? You said Thunder, Lakers,
and the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
There's, in my opinion, I would bet my life that other than those three, maybe the Warriors, no one else is making the finals.
Yeah, if I had to say, I would say easily the Warriors. Because look at Curry. Look at Curry. Man.
All of a sudden, Butler comes through, and Curry's playing like
he's caught on a wire.
He's playing like Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, I mean Jimmy Butler. He pulled a James Harden. You know, put the fat suit on.
He really did.
Played like garbage, and then once they shipped him off, he's been flourishing with Golden State. Whoop-de-doo. What are the chances of that happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
that one of the weakest moves I've seen by a superstar.
Absolutely. I think after all that.
After all that,
I had to catch myself. After all that, I think I did lose a lot of respect for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, especially he's gone through he could deserve to request a trade, do what he wants, right?
Yeah, but
the way he
went about it was so bad.
He did Pat Riley dirt.
I talked about this. I don't know if you remember when we were on Jacob's podcast. We talked about it. I said something about Jimmy Butler, and Jacob even said like that was one of the greatest takes I've ever heard. Not to toot myself on horn here, but
because you had an AirPod in, right?
No,
someone was in your ear telling you that.
Someone was in my ear. Yeah, you could say that, but
I agree.
I think Jimmy Butler, that was a very weak move, and I think it sets a bad example for the younger guys of the league. I think isn't that what I said?
Yeah, it was something like that.
I don't know why you were sticking your tongue out.
I was trying to snap my boy back, Logan Smarge.
Why are you on Snapchat, man?
No, I was about to check the Thunder score and I got distracted.
Crazy.
You know, this is a live show, a little different than when it's pre-recorded.
Did you end up checking the score?
No, because I got distracted.
I got it.
I'm still gonna look.
91-90.
Close game. As I
Thunder
predicted.
Up by 1 in the beginning of the fourth.
And like I said this.
And it was a free throw. I wonder who hit that.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Shay's not.
It was
not
Wallace.
even in the game. He's not even in the game.
Who's Wallace?
Kason Wallace.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't be a cash.
He's a nobody.
He's a huge piece to the Thunder success, just like Lou Dort. But as I was saying to Dan before we got in here, I fully expect the Thunder to lose this game, and if they do, I'm not mad. No Jalen Williams in Boston. We already beat them once. I expect a split here.
What is the split right now? Like, what is the series? I think it's
1-0 Thunder.
Didn't they play earlier in the season?
They only play once.
Did they play once?
Yeah.
Wow.
1-0 OKC. And that was a cinema. That might have actually been the best game we've played.
That was an interesting game to watch, even though
and it's blocked by Shea.
Yeah.
That free throw motion.
Get your.
Nah, he's gonna prove. He's gonna prove a lot of guys wrong. I see. This is what I hate about the free throw merchant allegations. Whatever. Yes, sometimes he shoots a lot of free throws, but what he does. Nah, it's not every game. It's not every game. But what he does to draw those free throws, dude.
It's egregious, bro.
No,
he deserves it.
Every time he drives.
So we're not
going to
talk about when they played the Nuggets and how he jumped into Russell Westbrook.
All right. Let's watch 2018 Harden. Say the same shit. You can say the same shit.
He's averaging 40.
But
is SGA averaging 40?
He's averaging 32.7.
That ain't 40.
But I'll tell you this: he's got the most 40-point games, 50-point games, and 30-point games this year in the NBA.
That's this year.
Leads the league, and I have to say,
who has the highest scoring game in a game 7?
Jason Tatum.
Oh,
Big deal.
Interesting how that works out.
All right, but I can't wait when Shea has a Finals MVP this year. And
does he have a gold medal?
No, he doesn't.
Interesting.
He's from Canada.
I know.
That I cannot. Who got carried? Who got carried on Team USA? Jason Tatum.
That's not
Jason Tatum.
He would have carried if he got minutes. Steve Kerr just has a thing for him, man. He's got a thing out for him.
NBA fans are always hating on the best players. I mean, I would have to agree. You're gonna hate on.
I agree.
I hate on Tatum a little too much. I will say that.
I was hating on Shea, but I was also giving him his flowers.
Where's his
I
flowers?
did say that he deserves the MVP.
Mr. Orr. Look, this is what I'm gonna say.
2.
As I was saying,
Next squish.
Dude, every time he drives the hoop, it's a foul. He's one of the most smooth players we've ever seen.
Should we just glaze each other's guys? Like you glaze Tatum, I'll glaze Shea.
No, I'm being so serious. He's so crafty, so smooth. He can go by anyone, any defender, any person in this league. I don't care who it is. He can go by anyone. So for him to get fouled is not uncommon. And he scored 50 with shooting 4 free throws. Like, it's happened before. But there's also been games where he shot 20 free throws, right?
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand. But to say he's a free throw merchant is just crazy.
That comment really that gave me a perspective because I'm becoming what I hate to see in the NBA and the media. Because the media, that's all they do is they hate on everybody and they hate on everything. They hate on like all the games, the players, and then it just creates buzz for social media.
The NBA media is very toxic. Very toxic.
I think we need to start a revolution of just loving everybody.
Just love everyone,
You hate Tatum because he's
Tatum.
on the other team. Think about it. I hate Shea because he's on the other team.
I don't hate Tatum.
It's kind of like that.
I just think like he's not the best. He's top 10, but he's not the best player in the NBA. Like a lot of people try to say he's the face of the NBA. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly.
I mean, but he has accomplished so much before turning 28 or 27.
I'm gonna have to see another ring and a Finals MVP before I glaze Mr. Tatum. He's been playing great since the All-Star game, though. All-Star break.
Absolutely.
Which we talked about. The All-Star break or the All-Star game was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Did we even get to fully talk about the All-Star game? Because if not, we could take a moment to talk about that. Because that was something that needs to be reevaluated.
That was bad. That was really bad. We watched it together. That was very bad.
We did watch together. That's right, and it was.
We watched a lot of commercials together.
Yeah. And you know what? And you said this before, like social media ever said anything about it, but you were the one that noticed to me because I didn't even notice. It was middle of the final game, and you were like, this is supposed to be a timeout. Like,
yeah, it was a minute timeout,
and they're still going on about like TNT crew. They're just going to ESPN. It's not like they're going away. They're just not going to call the All-Star game anymore.
Exactly. It's
And then there was Kevin Hart.
It's a little bullshit.
Yeah,
with like the fishing rods. And shit.
Like what was all that? It was a stupid gimmick that like nobody cared about.
It really was, and I think it was a little bit of a sellout for the TNT crew.
Yeah, and like, I think Kevin Hart needed to shut up.
He was tuned up. First of all, he was cocked.
Oh, Kevin Hart?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, some comments that he said that I'm not.
That's right.
The corn director, he said.
Yeah, he said that about
corn
Shaq
director,
because of his hat and how he was dressed.
Like the vegetable corn.
Corn, yeah.
Director.
C-O-R.
Which I remember we saw it. We're like, what the? That was crazy.
We looked at each other like, in shock. Like, did he just say that?
On live TV. Like, I don't even think Shaq believed.
I don't even know. I think he had the same reaction as me and you. It was ridiculous.
Barbecue chicken. I'm not going.
That's what I mean. He's like, that's not me. I don't look like that. I'm not dressed like that. I don't do that.
I don't do that.
I don't direct corn. I don't like that.
Use barbecue chicken.
It's barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Yeah. But nah, that was ridiculous. And like, look, Kevin Hart, funny, love him.
Yeah,
I work at Fox.
That's not a ridiculous take.
I see a big mural of Kevin Hart every time I walk in to work, but
TNT tried to sabotage their last All-Star game. That's not a ridiculous.
It's not
take.
ridiculous to say that.
It's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
I agree. I feel like they sold out there. That was not the TNT.
Like it's anything for the money these days. It's sad to see. Bro.
I don't like what Adam Silver's been doing. I thought he was a great commissioner, but the last year he's a little sketchy.
I've been seeing this. I saw this on like TikTok somewhere, but someone had said like, I think Adam Silver needs to give up the whole like tournament gimmick. He has this thing where it's like everything needs to be a tournament. The in-season tournament.
I like the
All-Star game had to be a tournament.
The play-in
tournament.
The play-in tournament was great. I think
that's probably the only good thing that he had. I think the play-in tournament was a great thing that he did. I think the in-season tournament was good the first year. I think this year
was terrible.
It was terrible.
Like, all right, we lost. Okay, and
like
go on to the next game.
Think about who won it this year. It was the Bucks, wasn't it?
Yeah, they beat the Thunder.
Look at them now. How good are they in the East? They're like
4 or 5.
They're 4 or 5. They're mid in the East.
And and another thing is, it's like, but they get 500,000 if they win. Okay, am I getting 500,000? I don't give a shit.
There's no incentive.
Not to mention, if it's Shea or like freaking Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum getting $500,000 compared to the $50 million they make a year.
Yeah, that's like pouring out. That's like pouring out a water bottle in the ocean.
Yeah, literally. Like, someone give me a penny.
Yeah,
like,
it's like giving like Elon Musk a penny. There you go.
If it's one thing, if it's like, all right, all Thunder fans get $500,000 if we win this game. Okay, Shea, lock in.
All right, Elon Musk, here's a check for $10,000 because you're so cool.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, dude.
It's I mean, it's a little bit of a gimmick, and I
don't hate it though, because you know what? There's the 2A guys that get paid. Like shit. They get paid nothing,
and they get it. But like, I don't know, like. I think what they got to do is, and another thing he's trying to propose where you cut NBA games down to 10 minutes. What are we in high school? Keep the game time, cut the regular season down to 62 games.
No, I like the 82 games.
I just think it's too long. Because look we got the Celtics and the Thunder playing right now. The best teams in the league. If we lose or you lose, are you waking up mad? Not really. It doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything.
But if you watch like NFL Sunday,
every
like week 3, if your
every
team loses, you're like,
every game,
we're done.
Every game in the NFL matters, and the same thing goes for the MLB. Especially the MLB's worse. If you're a freaking Red Sox fan and you lose 3 in a row, okay. Well,
yeah. Well, they have like 100-something games in a season.
It's like I don't even know. It's like I think 122 maybe.
Someone could fact check that.
NBA season should start on Christmas.
No, because you know what? When I go back to school, I'm so depressed, dude, because it's school. Yeah, the only thing that brings me joy is the NBA season.
You got the NFL. But
because I'm not like huge.
I've never heard that take, and I actually don't think that's crazy. Because I think opening day on Christmas is. Dude, but the NBA is starting earlier and earlier every year. You might as well start this shit in August at this point.
We could talk about, like, speaking of that comment, the Christmas games for the NBA.
No or anymore.
No, they lost or whatever. They lost it, bro. They lost their spark because they had like.
Not to mention the NFL is taking over.
Yeah, they had jerseys. Like
there's no jerseys.
Like there's no more. They don't have jerseys for that anymore. They don't have like. Oh, what's the best they got? A snowflake patch on the top of the back of the jersey.
I don't give a shit.
Like,
let me see some special jerseys.
Awesome, dude. See some cool. Let's go back to 2016.
Not to mention,
we had the Celtics like font in like cursive. It was a special. It was like a certain like green. All the Celtics players, which I'm glad they did it this season. All the Celtics players, whoever they had like an accessory, it was red, so it was like green and red. So like Christmas colors. I'm glad that they did that.
That's something cool.
And I wish, like the NBA would take note of that and go into next season. Like, all right, Christmas game, We got to have special jerseys. Accessories have to be a certain color. Like if
It's got to be like special. Like I don't
there's
care.
got to be something
I don't care
different about
I
the
don't care
Christmas
if the
game.
jerseys are so ugly. It doesn't matter. It's just to make it unique. You know, it's just
Yeah,
it's different. It's different.
because then it makes people want to watch. And like this year, they had decent matchups, but like
And you got to do something when you got the NFL putting games on.
yeah, like you
especially
have
on a
to,
Wednesday.
you compete with the NFL.
You gotta
gotta
do a
have
lot.
like something, man. You
And
gotta
that-
have
The
something.
NFL, you've seen from the NFL is not going to slow down because the NFL put a game on a freaking Wednesday.
Listen,
We've never seen football on a Wednesday.
the NBA, they need to take back Christmas because the NFL has Thanksgiving. They can have Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
but let the NBA have
Or
Christmas.
let the NFL Christmas Eve. Like that's not ridiculous.
Something like the NBA is Christmas is NBA Day.
Yeah. This
That's-
year I barely watched any NBA because I was just watching football. I'm like
Not gonna lie, I watched all the Christmas games on the NBA.
I watched
for-
the Warriors Lakers was a cinema.
the Timberwolves game was cinema.
Was it?
They played the
Was that
Knicks.
the late
It
one?
came down to last possession.
No, the Spurs. played
Every
the
game
Knicks. The
came down to
Spurs
last
played the
possession.
Knicks. I remember when
Yeah.
Wemby had like 51 or something.
And that came down to the wire. Same with the Timberwolves game. I forgot who they played, but that game came down to the wire too.
But you know what? No one's remembering that because it's one game out of 82. So it's like, all right, you lost on Christmas. I forgot. But you know what we do remember? That Cavs Warriors game where Kyrie hit that game winner
Yeah.
on Christmas. Because it was just different vibes, different aura.
Everyone remembers that game, man. Because it's like they had the special jerseys. It was the previous finals matchup. Like
Yeah, it was crazy.
they should have had the Celtics play the Mavericks. But no, we played the 76ers. Okay.
That made no sense. Like,
Okay.
and
Embiid's
got to go.
got to go.
He's got to go. You know, Philadelphia,
You know what?
You're champs, but
He doesn't got to go. He's got to retire. He's done. I'm so over
sick-
Joel Embiid.
I'm sick of his gimmick. You know what? I used to be Embiid over Jokic a long time ago.
I'm
I
not going to
hate
hate too
Embiid
much
now.
on him
I used to
because
love
of the
Embiid.
comment that Rody Runback made. I'm not going to hate on him too much, but you know, I think Joel Embiid is a great player, but he's got to stop with like sitting out so many games.
We lost Snags here.
We lost.
I'm not sure what just happened, but
Restart your bro.
so we're down to one camera.
Are we?
It appears so. I don't know what happened here.
What's up, guys? Why don't you come on down then?
Yeah, I'll come
Come on over, bud.
Hold on, let me.
Here, I'll zoom out this camera.
Which one's the third mic? This one right here.
Yeah, that's 3. I'll zoom this out so you can see me and Snags. Oh no, bye guys. Gotta zoom out just enough. Oh no, that's not enough. Have a seat and I'll fix it when you get down here.
Here we go.
There you go. And then I'll. All right, perfect.
Little change of plans here.
We had a loss of connection. There we go.
Smells better over here.
We are so back.
It smells nice over here.
Let's see.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
back for a
wrong
little
way.
bit.
You know, we got the fellas here.
Yeah, but
But like I said, you know, Embiid, he's a great player through and through, but I think he's got to do something, man. He's got to
hang it up.
he's got to stop sitting out because he's been sitting out so much.
His knees are fucked up. But
Yeah, like Paul George, he's been sitting out a bunch.
you know, Paul George, I'm sick of him. I'm sick of his ass too.
I think you know what, and I hate to say it, I
He's
think it's because of
washed.
the money. I think that it's like, all right, they got paid a bag
Let's-
and a half.
Let's just my family set up. I can go anywhere I want. I could buy any car I want.
But
I
like,
mean, he
think
could
about
before,
it though. Like if you were like that, you got paid a bag and a half
Why would if I
to
got,
play basketball.
if I
and you
got-
didn't,
if I was
have
getting
to?
paid? I don't know how much Paul George is getting paid. I assume it's anywhere between 30 and 40 million.
I
a year.
just saw a thing on Instagram that it was like, him, Maxi, and Embiid are all getting paid like, I don't know the exact amount. It's like 160 something million dollars,
so let's just say
and they've played a combined 13 games together.
all right. So let's just say Paul George is getting 40 million a year, right? He's getting 40 million a year. If I was getting $40 million a year, you're telling me I got to go play and carry a city on my back? Yeah, I'm good. I'm
And
going
you're
to
like
Cancun.
what, 30 something? It's like, I'm not worried.
I mean,
I did my time.
it's just crazy. I mean, I kind of
God bless.
salute, but I kind of I don't know. I thought it was actually gonna be good, but dude, and I know he still has it though.
He
Like
still got it.
he
It's
still
just-
has it.
it's
On the
just he
Clippers
lost the
last year,
desire. He's got his podcast, and he's doing his thing.
and that's one thing I hate. This might sound hypocritical because I'm on a podcast. I'm on my own podcast, but every player has a mic. I don't like that. Like Draymond Green, Paul George. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
I think it's kind
It
of
takes
cool,
away
though.
from the rival. Like, you know who would agree with this? Jacob Aruda.
Yeah.
It takes away from the rivalries and like just everything.
Yeah,
That's
because you know what? Like Draymond Green will have like let's see,
Micah
like
Parsons too. In football.
like Jaylen Brown on the podcast or something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out because they like played against each other in the finals.
Or like LeBron, like because he like glazes LeBron.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't hate it though, because I like to see like, all right, let me restart. Because back when I was at community college, when I would be in between classes, I would actually watch Paul George's podcast, and I liked it, and I
It's not
enjoyed
bad.
it
It's not bad.
because you know what, I liked getting an insight of like all the things that I've watched as a kid with like Paul George, with the Pacers, and like the Thunder.
Like you like an NBA players like
You get the NBA player's perspective. And I think the perfect person and the only man who deserves to have a podcast that played in the NBA is Jeff Teague.
you think
Jeff
so?
Teague has the best NBA podcast.
His is funny.
He's a funny guy. He's been kind of like a background character for every significant thing that's happened in the league. You think about it, like every like major, I wouldn't say every, but a lot of major moments that's happened in like the past recent time. He's been there.
Yeah. I mean, he was on those Hawks teams, and he's always been pretty good. Like
He was on, I think the Bucks. He was on the Bucks team that won.
yeah,
And
he was. I forgot about that
because he's
shit.
been around the league. He's been on the Timberwolves. He played with Boston.
Yeah, he did.
Played. I want to say, did he play with Philly?
I think
He might have.
he
played
might
with
he
Philly.
might have the NBA rainbow going on towards the end of his
Yeah, he was pulling an Ish Smith, Chris Paul kind of thing, a Shaq.
Yeah, he was. And
He went around the league.
yeah, I mean
Dennis Schroeder's another one like that.
Yeah, Shooter.
If you guys
He
play
gets
hoop
passed around
grids,
like an IG
there you
dog.
go. Yeah,
He really does. Shooter, after some of his comments, I'm not gonna bring it up, but some crazy comments. He got shipped off to Detroit, and he's good. He's not scrub.
Schroeder.
He's a good player.
I remember his son saying like, "Oh my God, we just got traded to a good team." When he got traded to like the Warriors,
Buddy's gone now.
I don't even think a season later he was gone to like
Half
the
season.
Pistons.
He bounces around. He's like Bonnie Blue, bro.
Oh,
He really is though. It's crazy as shit.
keep it PG. We're not talking about corn.
No,
we're not going to talk about the barbecue chicken.
No, we're just talking about barbecue chicken. That's all.
We're just talking about barbecue chicken.
But damn, we've been going for almost an hour and 20. You wanna?
And speaking of Tatum, 30 bomb. He's
30
got
bomb.
31, 6, and 8 on 57% from the field, and they are down 6.
Still, I figured they'd be winning. To be honest,
They're down 108-102 with 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes ago,
And it's not ridiculous to end this soon because we could catch the rest of the game.
we could catch the rest of the game, and we would have been at the game tonight, but we had to come here instead.
We're repping our teams
That's what it is
from
right?
home.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
But I think we should wrap this up a little bit. Let me
You want to zoom in on yourself, big dog?
yeah, I'm gonna bring it in on me a little bit to close this bad boy out.
Take it easy. Take it easy. You're gonna get it eventually.
Nope.
Other way.
There we go.
Good job, bud. Nope.
Some technical difficulties
let
here.
me get out of the way then for you.
Nah, you can stay. It's all right.
Really?
But,
You're too kind.
yeah. But thank you everyone for tuning in. This episode here was obviously powered by 321 Media, as this one was streamed on 321 Media. You can check them out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram at 321 Media. Shout out Daniel Intrieri for coming on. Check him out on Instagram at the.dnd podcast, and you'll catch them on Thursday nights on 321 Media, and you can check me on Instagram at Off the Bench OTB.
There you go.
At Off the Bench OTB on Instagram, or OTB Off the Bench on Twitter. And obviously, you can catch me on YouTube at Off the Bench. I'm your host, Blake Silverman. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a good amount of viewers and a good amount of comments. Thank you guys. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Catch me tomorrow.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is, right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.